This is a AMBR winner in 1999 at the Cow Palace in San Francisco. And it won the show, and there were probably, I think there were probably 20 contenders for it from all over the world. And it was bad. It was bad, boy. Yeah. And it still is. It's got the little bit of mileage that I've put on it was just to keep it limbered up. And I do start the engines and transmissions right where they sit at least once a week, so they're not stowing up or anything. It's all independent suspension, front and back. This stuff here was made by a company in California, and it's all aircraft aluminum. And all the, like the backing plates and all the spindles, stuff like that, I made here in my own shop. So this is all from me. And any of the little buttons and the things that make it real nice looking, you know, just to finish it off, I make that stuff. And I make a whole box full of pieces, take them to California with me while they were doing it, and fit them. And then I'd measure up for other pieces that I wanted to make when I got back home. So I was constantly going back and forth doing all these cars. And so I did a lot of the machining here, leather interior. The interior was done by Paul Atkins down in Alabama. And everything about this car came together in one section. So we put the whole thing in there, seats and all, and you can take this thing right back out of there. I've never tried to do that, but it's got a full stereo system in there that I've never even turned on. I guess it works. But the carpeting and everything is all matched. And I went after the AMBR award with this car, and I wasn't going to spare any money doing it. We even took the speedometer and the gauges out of it, and the painter painted the little needles in there with the same color as the paint, and we tinted the glass kind of an orangey color and put the whole thing back together again and never touched it. Just, yeah, it was really cool. Nobody knows about that, I guess. And I made the brake pedal and the gas pedal, and it's got leather inserts, the same as the leather. This is the same as the leather and the car, and everything was matched to, I guess when they judged the car at the Cow Palace, they couldn't find anything wrong with it. So that makes it a 100-point car. And the judges told me it's a 100-point car. So it's got hidden handles in it, but they're easy to find. Okay. There are no wires showing other than ignition wires. If you look down inside, there's a panel that's rolled over that's bolted in place with stainless bolts, and that's where all the wiring comes forward for the headlights, the electric fan, anything up here electronic. It runs through these things on the side if you look down through there. And other than that, the only thing going through the firewall is just the throttle linkage, that's it. We took that cocoa color and ground the block all real nice and smooth and that, and painted it that cocoa color like this. Mm-hmm. And then this thing here we made like dimensional so you could see the orange behind it, and it kind of gives you an idea what the color looks like. Marcel and his sons built the body, all metal. the grill shell, they made all that, and the grill insert was from Dan Fink's old shop, still called, I guess it's probably still to this day Dan Fink's shop, but it's all stainless steel, and you'll see them on a lot of my cars here. That's all I use now because they're way too expensive, but they just knock them dead when they see it. You know, it's all handmade. So independent rear end. Everything I use is inboard disc brakes, so we don't have any trouble getting tires and wheels to clear the rotors or anything like that. And I made the headlights for it. They used to be King Bees, and I made a fixture in my machine shop so I could cut the old ring off of it, and I make these use a PIA, P-I-A-A, driving light, and then if you look in the back, there's a little flathead screw right there, and it screws into a bracket, and that holds the bulb in place. And then I machine all these things to fit the outside of it, and the PIA, it just makes it dainty, you know, and that's why this is a dainty car. Now I didn't want some big old globby thing hanging off the front end of it, so there it is. But it's all leather interior. Everything you see here was designed by Chip Foose.